it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Bears take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll set up to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down.
Down and the 11.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also,
and eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Akeem Hicks able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's incomplete.
Until they wanted to get that ball downfield, they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To him as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down again. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. 6-0 our score after one.
Saints, nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Saints 7, Bears 6. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Gets around it.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll start with the option.
Escaping the play, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chicago.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Good for a Saints.
Rodgers again now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Plays the game at 14. Will Lutz to kick off Gordon.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
now it's Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have broken the tie. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Saints 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And in heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14.
14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Akeem Hicks in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
30-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Thomas comes open, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers taking a shot for Samuel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28. Saints 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 27-yard line.
Second and 1. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Play action. Rodgers. He's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
For New Orleans.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events. The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and...
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Room here to run. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
It's 2nd down.
interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. What's good on the extra point? And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On the second down throw on target, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jarnell Mooney, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
That ties the game, 35-35.
Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. They go counter with Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Second and 13. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he'll go down at the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back now here live in New Orleans. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have broken the tie. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bears 42, Saints 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
At the 24-yard
shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down the It's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They run for it with Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Bears 49, Saints 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
It's caught inside the 25. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 70 yards. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Rodgers pass.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
A 5-yard loss sets up third down and goal.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And they will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Johnson. Defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
At the 19-yard line.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 27.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Flush to his right. And firing it deep. He's got a man. and complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the...
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, 45 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Kamara with a first down run, but he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage as the push-up field was strong defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
46-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a play fake. Rodgers lines up, and that's caught inside the 20. And Beals into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel, 54 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wondered if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Zach Bond in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up on the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah, I use a dub. I'ma win. I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act. A whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my